Hi, it's Barbie here. Just wanted to get back with you guys. I am in Seward, Alaska, which is such a fun town for the week before and the week of 4th of July, the week after. It's just been a lot of fun with all the activities they have in the area. And it's a port town, so been able to get out to see the glaciers, whale watching, lots of fishing, and I caught my first salmon in the river. I caught my second salmon in the river, and I caught my third salmon out in the ocean. So it was pretty cool. It's been fun. Seward has an annual event here called Mount Marathon, and it's all built onto 4th of July day. So they have their fireworks on the 3rd at midnight. So John and I were out at midnight. It wasn't quite dark yet, but we were watching the fireworks, and for a small town they were really good fireworks. And we were up early the next morning to get a good seat for the Mount Marathon. I'll tell you more about that. And we went to a place called Sea Bean. It's a coffee house here, and they have breakfast and lunches, but it's kind of carb loaded. There's breakfast burritos, breakfast paninis. Everything's wrapped up in bread. So I've talked to the waitress, and she said that let's see what we can do, and they did great. I have scrambled eggs with ham and bacon on top, and strawberries to the side, and a little bit chopped tomato to the side. That's my go-to breakfast now when I'm going downtown to eat. After having breakfast, we went to the Jeep and got our chairs out, and people were already starting to line up on the street. Mount Marathon race is you race in the middle of town, out the back of town, up a mountain, back down the mountain, and back to the finish starting line. So it's a crazy race. This legend has it that around 1910, two guys were in a bar, and they were betting each other if they could get up the mountain, down the mountain in less than an hour. As the story goes, the bar patrons edged them on to do it, and the next day off they were having was 4th of July. So they set the race for 4th of July, and they started in the middle of town, ran up the mountain, ran down the mountain. At 1915, the city had more organized race, and since it's a port town, almost every ship supplied a guy to race. So they all wanted to beat the 1 hour mark, which had not been done yet. And it took a few years later before somebody ran up the mountain and back down in less than an hour. Today, the fastest time was a little over 41 minutes. So it's an amazing race to watch. They have the children first. Here we go! Anybody under the age of 17, and then they have the men racing, and then they have the ladies. And every race was terrific to watch. It was a full day event, a lot of fun. We've been enjoying our time in Seward, but alls I have is a Safeway to go shopping at. And I must admit, I do enjoy my Costco trips. So when we went through Anchorage, I picked up 7 bags of Wisps, and I'm almost out. So gotta ration these now. And my other go-to snack now is these little salami and provolone packages. They come in like a sheet of 7, and so we picked up 2 of those, and they're great to take on a boat, or that's if you're out by the river fishing, you just take it out of the cooler and eat them up. This morning I weighed in at 197. So staying the same, eating lots of fish I caught. Rockfish, halibut, and salmon. And I'm still plateauing, so it must just be the amount of calories I have going in. So I probably need to whittle back on calories to get that scale needle moving in the downward direction. Well, I just wanted to say hello, and oh, I have studied a little bit about editing films, so I will be adding a little bit of Alaskan film to this, so hopefully I've done well with it. All right, thank you. Bye-bye.